Hello, this video demonstrates how to use the Code of Federal Regulations, or CFR, on the free federal government website GovInfo.gov. We will show you two resources, the official CFR and the E CFR. Official CFR is a copy of the print CFR updated once per year. You should cite to the official CFR in legal briefs. But we will focus on searching the E CFR rather than the official CFR because, unlike the official CFR, the E CFR is more current than the official CFR because the E CFR is updated every couple of days rather than once per year. And the E CFR is easier to search and browse than the CFR. Both the E CFR and CFR are on the free government website GovInfo.gov. So that is where we will start. Use the A to Z list to find resources on govinfo.gov. First, we will look for the official CFR. Click on C and select it from the drop-down menu. As you can see, you can select a year, and then it will open the separate titles that are available in that year. If you continue to click on the plus symbols in any title, it will continue to open various chapters in that title. This method of drilling down isn't the easiest way to find things, so I like to use the E CFR, which is more current and easier to search and browse than the official CFR. But remember, you have to cite to the official CFR for legal briefs. To find the E CFR, you can go back to the A to Z list, or you can just click here to access it. First, notice the currency date in red. This is the last date the Government Publishing Office updated the E CFR. Also notice the user notice. The user notice states that the E CFR is not the official CFR, so you still have to cite to the CFR, not the E CFR. Let's assume you are researching to determine whether there is a federal regulation for disclosing the odometer reading in the sale of a used car. If we were familiar with this area of law, we could go to the title, open it, and browse its contents. Clicking on the down arrow shows the list of 50 titles. If you click on a title, you can browse its contents. Because we aren't familiar with this area of law, let's go to the search options on the left. First, note the search tips if you have questions on searching. There are three types of search interfaces: simple, Boolean, and proximity. I like the simple search because it allows full text searching. Boolean search allows terms and connector searching in various fields. The proximity search allows you to search by controlling how close the search terms are to each other. The simple search is generally sufficient, so let's use it for this question. If we know a title number, we can enter it here, but as I said, we don't know it in this case, so we'll leave it blank. Let's put in the search terms odometer disclosure and leave it full text and search. We get 10 hits for odometer disclosure, and before immediately clicking on the numbered results, let's take a moment to review the hits we get in our list. You're getting a lot of hits from Title 49 of the CFR. You're getting a lot of sections from Part 580, for example, Part 580.8 for odometer disclosure statement retention, some appendices that are in 580 for disclosure forms, definitions in 580, and then also 580.5, which looks particularly relevant, disclosure of odometer information. I also note that we get 592.6, which seems to deal with imported vehicles. So based on all this, I conclude I should look at the entire Part 580 because that addresses odometer disclosure. So I'm going to just click on Part 580 right at the top of this list. And now I can see all of the sections that are in Part 580 relating to odometer disclosure requirements. Notice at the top it shows that you are in Title 49 and that you are in transportation. They've abbreviated the agency's name here, but if you want to see the full name, you can always go back in this outline and click on it, and you'll see that it's the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Department of Transportation. Let's go back. Notice at the bottom of the list of the sections, it tells you the enabling statute or the statutory authority. which in this case is Title 49 USC Section 32705, giving the Department of Transportation authority to issue these regulations. Looking through the sections, you will see 580.5, which specifically addresses disclosure of odometer information. Let's click on that one for now, but keep in mind you would probably look at other sections in this part, for example definitions, to make sure that you see all the relevant sections related to your question. Now you can see the text of the regulation. If you scroll to the bottom, you will see when this regulation was published in the Federal Register and the dates and Federal Register citations for any amendments. FR is an abbreviation for Federal Register. So in this case, this regulation was first published in 1988, was amended again in 1989, and the last time it was amended was in 1991. Remember, the Federal Register is a good place to look if you want to find out why the agency promulgated the regulation. This concludes this video demonstration of the official CFR and E CFR on GovInfo.gov. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.